Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. I have to go kind of fast this morning. Somehow, because there's children. The girls did not make it in the tent last night. Go figure. Supposedly it started raining. Now it is supposed to rain today. But at 3 o'clock in the morning they were coming up saying, "It's raining." So this morning we've been cleaning up the tent. Okay, let's see here. Let's close this. This turned out so nice. I really like that. I'm going to do some more. In fact, if it's going to rain today, I might do some more of that in some of my altered journals. All right, we need to find a new one. That one's done. Oh! Okay, this one's done. Tracy Bautista. I have one of her books. She was the very first person. Very, very, very first person. Before I got onto the internet. Huh. Where is... Oh, here it is. I kind of laid it aside. She was the very first person. Before I got into Traveler's Notebooks, before I got into any of this. I don't know where I saw her. She used to have her own Mod Podge and art supplies, and I don't know who they were through. They may have been through American Crafts. I don't know. But she was just a free spirit. And she still is doing this kind of stuff. But I don't see... she might have, like, more... geared down platforms. So like Patreon or Facebook groups. Something that I'm not involved with, but she was the very first one. She made her own stencils out of stuff and junk. And she used lovely, lovely bright colors. Oh, and look, circles. And I remember making bookmarks because I was fascinated. And I sat there for, oh gosh, I mean, just look at that. In fact, we might try to do this today. A version of that. I was fascinated with, she wasn't using jelly plates. I don't know if those were around, the actual brand jelly plate. Because this book is from, I don't know. She used to have her own, oh here, 2014. That was only 8 years ago. She's based out of San Francisco area. I think she's in Oakland or Berkeley. I mean, just look at these. She teaches private classes. She has her own studio there. Really cool vibes. I love her writing. She was the one that I learned you could just write, and then use that as a base for something and not make it legible. Really cool. Really cool. Really cool lady. Cool vibes. Really cool vibes. But out of all the books that I have kept and or not kept, this is the, I can't get rid of this one because this was the first art book I bought. She's my kind of lady. Tools galore and pure inspiration. Every page offers new ideas, original artwork, and creative jump starts. Yep. So that's what we're going to do on here, which is great paper for her. And I got, oh, Amy Tangerine's on the other side. This was before Amy Okay. These two ladies might know each other. Maybe? They're not in the same age group. Oh, and I may have accidentally purchased some washi tape. Like I don't know where I'm going to put it because I have no more room for washi tape. But yeah, we got girls coming and going here. But if it rains, they're all coming in the house. And we're no longer cool. So I did get out a bunch of baking supplies. Hopefully they'll... I know the kitchen will be destroyed, but I hid the food coloring. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to try to replicate... Uh-oh, there's a dog in here. Oh, that would be fun to replicate too. But you see how she just does layers upon layers upon layers. And it all works. I like this page, actually. I wonder if I can do this. Okay, we're going to start. Somehow, some way. So let's get underway here. I grabbed a few colors of paint, and I am just going to attempt to make the shapes of the houses that are in that picture of Tracy's and use some of the exact same colors. I am not going to do as many layers of her as she did because I don't have that kind of time today. And I don't have any control over who I pick every day. So today is going to be paint and some Stabilo Woodies, just a black one, and trying to recreate a house and some trees and a sun. And I wrote her name really, really sloppily down at the bottom because she's got a lot of black writing, and she wrote the word play. Now, I think she uses markers, or did at the time when this was done, but I don't... I'm trying to draw things in between, and she used some stencils, which I did not do, because I've got to, there's an unbelievably upset dog because there's too many kids here and he can't play with them and he wants to play with them. So I'm adding a little bit of white flowers here, trying to replicate her white pen. Again, she used a white pen. I think... I do not have good luck with white pen, especially on these kind of layers, no matter what kind I use, Posca, whatever. I would rather use white paint. And, in fact, I have white paint in a fine liner now, and I need to get that out more. And there's just polka dots here and there. She used a stencil that was all polka dots, which I think I have that same stencil, but she was probably the one that inspired me to buy that stencil, actually. But the point of this was to pay tribute to her and to have fun. And I accomplished both of those, in my opinion, especially the having fun. And I really, really, this piece of paper at the end turned out luscious. And this is when a wipe-off piece of paper is so handy to have next to you, because you have no control over how that works. I forgot to turn on the camera when I had the black Stabilo going. I thought it was on. It was not. So I wrote Tracy down in the left-hand corner, and I wrote play. And I'm trying to highlight the play a little bit. I don't know if it shows up in the camera at the end. Just trying to add some more layers so that it looks a little bit layered than what I have so far. It's not exactly like hers, but it was fun. And I like the messiness of it, for sure. And... I really, really do like having this kind of fun. Lush. This is what happens when you are not in charge of anything. Some people may not like this. I love this. Not exactly the same. Of course, I didn't want it to be the same. She has many more layers than I do. But I was trying to do this within a reasonable amount of time because there are children already in the water. I know I have a... Oh, she's right on top. Huh, she's right on top. This corner didn't turn out kind of the way I wanted it, so I'm going to put the heart over that corner. So this time the heart's going to work to my advantage. But yep, she was one of my very first ones that I heard about. And I think this book was at Michael's or something like that. And I was like, oh, what is that? I think all the colors caught my eye. And she used white pens. I'm not good with white pens at all. So I used white paint. But I'm still okay with that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Not as pretty as hers, but she's a pro. And I did want it to be as perfect as hers. Not as perfect, but exactly like hers is the better word. So now I got all this paint to clean up because these monsters here will get into everything. One of the little girls that's coming this afternoon or late this morning is the girl that used to live next door. And she will get into stuff that she knows she's not supposed to in a skinny minute. That's Southern for as soon as you're not looking. Okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you all tomorrow.